So Liam, obviously you've been with Chesterfield just over a year now. So how did that move really originate?
So Academy went on a pre-season tour last season, start of last season, and they went to Gibraltar, which is where I'm from. And we had a couple of games against them, and I impressed them in those games. So they invited me over for just over a week's trial in Wales for the under-18s pre-season tour. Sorry, and then they said that they liked me and they'd happily give me like a 1 year schoolboy scholar thing. So I did last season as a scholar. Yeah.
So how instrumental were Neil Cluxton and Justin Tellis in making that move happen?
So pretty much after the first game, Justin contacted me, and since that first meeting that I had with them, they were always gave me the thing of I liked them. They gave me a feeling that I know that I enjoy, and that helped me throughout the season with everything, and that improved me as a player and as a person as well. And to be fair, they did that more than what I expected. They helped me so much.
It was Gibraltar where they picked you up and they saw you. So tell us a bit about your childhood and why you're playing for Gibraltar.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Gibraltar, but most of my football was played in Spain, just across the border locally in Spain. I spent 8 years, just under 8 years. I think it was about 7.5 playing in Spain. And then sort of just came through the rankings through there. Obviously played on the 15s and the 17s and the 19s, 21s, and recently been on the bench for the senior squad of the national team, in which we've also got games next week, which I got called this morning, that I'll be flying back Sunday morning as well.
Congratulations, that's great news. And
thank you.
So you said you've been on the bench for the recent games. One of them was against Wales, wasn't it? So you think you're ready to make that next step and make your full debut for the first team?
Obviously I've been training hard, working hard, and obviously that's my dream. Obviously to play for my country, and so I think it's everyone's dream as well, to try and help my country with everything. Especially what I love to do, which is play football. And so I've just got to wait for that opportunity patiently and make sure I take it when it comes.
Absolutely, and people mention that there's different styles of play from country to country, and you mentioned growing up playing football in Spain and Gibraltar. So how have you found that transition, playing football in Spain? Is it a different style?
Yeah, I think it's a different style to the UK, especially through here. I think it's more physical here, where in Spain it might be more slow paced and a lot more technical, even though now there is a lot of technical ability in England as well as physicality, but I still think Spanish football is slower and maybe not as physical. But yeah, it is a big change. But I think playing in Spain helped me a lot technically. So when I came to the UK.
And so moving on to Chesterfield, and last season you played for the academy and you had a successful season. I think you won one of the leagues and you won the cup as well. So just on the cup final, obviously you played down in Derby at Pride Park Stadium, and big stadium, well-known stadium. So how was that experience last year?
Yeah, honestly, last season it was fantastic. Like you said, we had an amazing team. We won the leagues, we won the cup. So yeah, and also playing at Pride Park, big stadium. It's what we all want to do, don't we? We all want to play in good, famous, big stadiums, and thankfully we came out with a win as well in the final.
And another highlight for you last season must have been when you played in the FA Trophy. The team won 6-1 over Southport and yourself scored twice. I imagine that was probably quite a physical game. You mentioned obviously the difference between Spanish football and football in England. So how was that experience playing in that?
Yeah,
game?
honestly, it was an amazing experience. Like I said, it was obviously more physical than when you play with the academy, because you're playing against grown men. But I still think that even by working hard throughout all of last season towards that game as well helped me, because I think I was obviously stronger, was probably quicker as well. So I think I was much more prepared than when I was at the start of the season for that game. Obviously I scored too, so it was a good game.
And when you look back on last season, obviously this season you've moved on to the first team, but when you look back on last season, what are the sort of key moments that you look back on and think that's where you really progressed?
I think throughout the whole season, to be honest, I think I progressed. Obviously, we were training every day. We also played in the men's league last year, which helped me a lot more physically. Like I said, I was used to a bit more Spanish football, which was a bit slower, not as physical. So I think playing that men's football also helped me know what actually playing against men was, to get stronger and learn how to use my body more on that. So I think that was very important in my progression, especially physically. And then I think just training every day as well obviously improved me technically or tactically and awareness as well. So obviously came into play.
And while you've been at the club, we've seen you sort of transition down that right hand side, and you've played in multiple positions. Is that a position you've always played, and is there anyone in particular that you looked up to as a?
Yeah, obviously I usually play like a bit higher up as a winger, obviously playing as an attacking fullback as well. But yeah, obviously I just like to give my best on the pitch wherever I have to play, wherever the manager puts me. I always try and give 100% and always will. But yeah, it's usually where I've played, and obviously I am a Barcelona fan, so I always looked up to Messi.
So you've worked with Neil and Justin for quite a while now. You've got to know them really well. So how was their relationship with the first team staff helped you transition and make that move into training with the first team? And obviously it came on off the bench against Crewe the other week.
Yeah, I think the relationship with the first team staff and Neil and Justin and even the other academy staff is very good. I'm pretty sure that they've got a lot of contact. They like to speak a lot, which I think is fantastic because obviously like myself and the other boys or the other young boys have come through the academy, so they've obviously helped put in a good word for us. And then the first team staff was obviously watching us as well last season, and they've given us a chance and the opportunity this season.
And how have you found it, making that transition into playing first team football and training with the first team, on a weekly basis? How's that been for you?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, learning quickly as well. Everything's just getting better. The level's getting better. Standards are always high. But hopefully, just the beginning. Just gonna keep working hard, keep my head down, and just focused and keep going.
And on that appearance at Crewe you made the other week, obviously it was an ideal situation. The team were already in a really good position. So how did it feel that the gaffer gave you that chance to go onto the pitch and showcase what you can do?
Yeah, I'm forever thankful for the gaffer for giving me that opportunity. But I think the other boys helped me so much as well. Even when I came on, even when we were 5-0 up, they just always kept giving me advice and instructions, which I obviously take on board because I need to learn from them. But yeah, I'm really thankful for the gaffer and for everyone that's giving me opportunity and helping me throughout this pre-season and start of the season.
And in the team there's some young players like yourself, but there's some experienced figures as well, like Will Grigg and Shay Dunkley. Is there any people in particular in the first team who you look up to and give you advice and mentor you?
To be fair, everyone's very good. Everyone's like really nice, really helpful. I think everyone sort of gives us bits of advice to obviously make us a better player and especially a person as well.
And finally, after you've had a successful start to the season and you've been really successful in your 12 months that you've been here so far. So, what are your goals and aims for the rest of the season?
Hopefully, just keep working hard, which obviously I will do because that's how I am. Keep working hard, keep focused, and try and get them opportunities and make sure I take them when they come as well.